130 to 114. The Sacramento Kings win game numero uno of this new exciting season. I'm so pumped. What a game. From beginning to end, the Sacramento Kings literally put them away. They played their brand of basketball. We saw what Mike Brown had to say at the end of yesterday's practice before they left. He was unhappy with how they finished the last 2 minutes of practice. He sent the message through the media, and the Kings responded tonight. They responded with leadership. They responded with toughness. They responded with togetherness. And we all know that they have a quote-unquote target this year because they're not going to sneak up on teams. We've seen that narrative. We've seen the narrative that they may not be as good because they were healthy all last year. What a lot of these pundits recognize or fail to recognize is the fact that they still have the best offense in basketball. No, it's not the Phoenix Suns with 3 guys that can get 30 and 40 every night. I understand they're very good individually, but systematic-wise, when you look at a team from top to bottom, offensively, the way you move the ball, how free-flowing this offense is, there's nobody better than the Sacramento Kings. They proved it last year, and they proved it on night 1 of the opening season. It is so hard to stop this team. The only team that can stop them is themselves, because if they miss shots, then that's just what they do, right? They're going to miss shots. But the quality of shots that this team gets is second to none, man. When you have a very unselfish, high IQ point guard, high IQ center that love to pass the ball and get others involved, then your offense is going to be just fine. Can you bring that same type of talent off the bench in Malik Monk, who can now throw it up to Mr. JaVale McGee, and you have a very nice 1-2 duo in the pick and roll with McGee and Malik Monk. That is so fun to watch. The connection is real. It's going to be real all season, barring injury. Holy cow. And then the biggest thing for me, or let's keep going, Keegan Murray. Holy cow. That's really the biggest thing for me. Keegan Murray's so good. I know the final box score may not say that. It may not translate as, oh my gosh. But if you watch the game, you understand where I'm coming from. His body language, his leadership at his position, in his role, his skill set, his confidence more than anything is so impressive. What a jump. The year 2 jump is real, ladies and gentlemen. Even if he misses shots, you can tell the way he moves, how he shoots the ball now. The guy already had a strap last season, but now it's just ridiculous. How he can play off the ball, cut off the ball, move with the ball, create his own shot. It's really impressive to see how much of a jump he really has taken, right? And then Harrison Barnes, man, player of the game. 27 points at the half. Damn near got his career high tonight with 33. Mr. Professional. That's just what he does, man. He's a very, very talented player. He's a guy that will have nights like this, and then he's a guy that won't have nights like this. We've seen the downs. We've seen the ups. He's a role player at this juncture of his career. He's always been a role player, a very good one. He's still a very good role player. He's not what he used to be. But tonight, he said, magical time machine, taking back 10 years. I have my athleticism. I have incredible shot making, and that's what we saw today. It was on full display. Harrison Barnes dunking on people. Harrison Barnes hitting open shots. It was beautiful to watch. So shout out to Harrison Barnes. Let's give Harrison Barnes a round of applause, man. That was really impressive tonight. That was really, really impressive tonight. Again, 33 points on 5 of 7 from beyond the arc, 11-16 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He was a plus 10. It's going to get the job done, right? Now, obviously, he's not going to score 33 points every night. He's not going to score 20 points every night. That's just not what his role is. What he is going to do is he's going to get you 15 to 17 points a night. He's going to be consistent from that perspective, okay? From that point of view, he's going to be very consistent. Where I don't want is the 3-point games, the 4-point games, the 5-point games. Kings fans have seen that much too often throughout the years. Those are the nights that you have to avoid at all costs if you're Harrison Barnes. Give me at least 10 points every night. Give me at least 11, 12 points every night. Make that your low point of the year. But when you get the 1 to 7 points, that's what really hurts the team. And then it does help if you have a Trey Lyles or somebody else that steps up, obviously. But we've seen the lows, and they're not pretty. They're pretty damn ugly. But tonight, we celebrate him, and we give him props. 33 points on 16 shots. That's going to get the job done every single time. 6 of 6 from the free throw line. You got to love it, y'all. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Oh, man, let's go. Spencer, what's up, brother? Emilia, what's up, guys? Very nice. I see you. What a night to be alive, man. Let's go. Let's put you guys on the screen real fast. Beautiful game, Sacramento Kings. Yes, it was beautiful. We're lighting the beam, man. What's up, Big Beep 916? What's up, Josh? That pass from Fox to Monk on the poster was on fire. I mean, damn. Let's talk about that poster dunk. Swipe of the Fox. I mean, this dude's out here swiping people, right? He saw an opportunity. He pounced on it. And he and Malik Monk, the best connection on the team, right? The best chemistry, literally connected on the dunk of the year. If it's not ESPN's top play of the night, something is wrong with that team. If they somehow manage to put something else on the board, and I haven't even watched every game. I watched a lot of games today. It was overwhelming because you really can't focus on any of them. But that dunk was special. I mean, that dude just ended him. And I love Chris Dunn. But he really ended him. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. That was insane. He even had to shove him because he was just so embarrassed on what had happened. Chris Duarte, solid showing for limited minutes and being banged up. Sasha looked vulnerable defensively, but I'm sure he'll come around. Yes, great points, Marcos. Absolutely. Chris Duarte, as I've said, when they acquired him via trade, he's going to end up starting at one point of the season. I really believe that. And there's nothing against Kevin. I think Kevin's a fine player. I just feel like Chris Duarte's connection with Sabonis, his ability to score on all 3 levels, and the fact that he can cut off the ball so well, and he's just a more physical defender, is exactly what this team needs in the starting lineup at this moment of where they're at in their journey to win an NBA championship. That's what they have. That's what they're going to roll with. And if he didn't get injured, he probably would have started tonight, right? And Kevon, he played 24 minutes. He used 3 of 9, 1 of 5. It wasn't impressive, right? But he was overshadowed by a lot of great performances. But yes, Chris Duarte in 15 minutes, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, 3 of 5 from the field. He finished with 9 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. He had a better game. It's just the way it is. Now it begs the question is, would it have been the same if he would have started? And I'm just posing the question. I don't think this will happen, but if he in fact does start at some point of the year, is it going to be the same role reversal where sometimes if you come off the bench, there's less pressure and you just play more free and you play better? And then you're just stuck trying to find a legit, consistent starter. When in reality, you already know that Malik Monk is your 5th starter, right? It's one of those unwritten things where you already know he's one of your top 5 players. He showed it in the playoffs, his ability to score on all levels, his ability to just be a big-time player. in big time moments. He's your fifth best player. So you have your guard, your combo guard right there that's able to play make for others as well. You're going to finish with Malik Monk regardless. Whether or not Kevin or Chris start, that's up for debate. I'm open to Chris starting. But that just shows how deep this team is as well, right? You know, Sasha had his moments, as you said. He is vulnerable. Teams will continue to attack the 28-year-old rookie, the Euro League MVP. They're going to attack him. We all know it. Coach Mike Brown talked about that in practice. We know what's going to happen, right? And it's up to him to take the right angles, right? To not expose himself too much, for his team to do a better job of hiding him, which is relatively difficult, but it's definitely possible, right? But if you're out there shooting 2 of 5 with 8 points, I'm not mad at that. I mean, he had his moments. He definitely had his moments. And I'm okay with that. I just am. Great stuff there. What's up, Tyson? No HB hate allowed this week. He's cleared for the week, y'all. This performance is good for he has a gel free card for 2 more games. Oh man, light the beam, yo. What up, G Unit? Start of the NBA season. Let's go, Marvin Bagley. Let's go. Holy cow. He snuck into Marvin Bagley comment. Okay. I don't even know what he did today, but the reality is someone had told me he had 2 points at the half. Let's check what he finished with, and let's check if they even won the game. Let me see. Wow, they came back. Now, that's impressive that they came back on the Heat. Oh, they took him for granted. Because they were up by 20. Marvin Bagley, 16 minutes, 8 points, 8 rebounds. That's pretty solid. I'll give him credit. Right? What did Mr. Jimmy Butler finish with? 19 points, 13 rebounds. What is that? Yeah, he went over on his player props. I know my boy Caesar was asking me about it, and I said no, take the under or don't take him at all. But the fact that they even made it a game, it just comes to show that. And again, man, we all know that Jimmy Butler turns it on towards the end of the season, playoff time. He's not a guy that you want to take in fantasy just because he doesn't always play at that type of level all year long. He's saving it for when it matters, right? I mean, that's just what he does. So they need more of Bam when it comes down to it. 22 points, 8 boards. I think he was stuck there for a while, so I'm not impressed with what he finished with. Kevin Love with 13 and 10. We got our Mexican fellow with 6 points in 13 minutes, right? Mr. Jaime Jaquez. But yes, Marvin Bagley had a good game. We give credit where credit is due. Light the beam, Jason. Hit the thumbs up, man. Come on, man. Let's hit the thumbs up. Chris Duarte can play. I would like to see more minutes from McGee taking calls. We are going to take calls in a little bit. Let me get through all this in a bit. His rebounding looks great. Let's talk about JaVale McGee real fast. JaVale McGee, 13 minutes, 8 points, plus 13. He was 4-4. He had that insane, great-looking runner. It's like a hook. It's like a running hook, right? You got to love seeing that. You really do. 1 defensive rebound. Just a fact. He did have 1 block. His presence, though, the way he can alter a shot. Great game from JaVale McGee. This was the exact matchup, the right matchup for a guy like him, where they have a ton of bigs, right? You have a guy like Walker Kessler, who I love, by the way. You have a guy like John Collins, who I don't love, but he had a great game today, 15 and 11. It's interesting to see what they're doing as well, right, from top to bottom. You got THT starting with Clarkson, and you got 3 bigs essentially, right? With Laurie being their best player, who I love as well. I don't love John Collins in that situation because I don't think he's a good enough shooter. And again, he was 1 of 3 tonight. Kelly Olynyk, right off the bat, he came out. Coach trusts him. I like Kelly to be in that situation just because I know he's a better playmaker. He's a better shooter, right? And then you got Chris Dunn and Colin Sexton coming off the bench as well. Look, I know I said over today. They have a strong starting 5, or at least a strong starting 4. But I may have to retract on my over the 35.5 on the Jazz. Even if they get better, which they are, they're gonna be close to it. They'll definitely win over 30 games. But now that I'm looking at the team, I'm just not impressed with their guard play. Like, they have the bigs, and if injuries happen, right, then if Laurie gets hurt, you slide in John, whatever. But I'm just not impressed with their guard play. I like Chris Dunn. He's a solid backup. Colin Sexton, solid backup. THT, solid backup. Jordan Clarkson, he's a 6-man type of microwave scorer. I know he was put in position to score last year, and he had 24 points this year. I guess you can sneak him in as a starter, but I just don't love their guard play, and they're going to struggle from that and all season long. Right? Last year, that's a team that really surprised teams. They play big. They focus on their defense a lot with Walker essentially wiping out a lot of their mistakes. I'm going to retract my comment from earlier on Instagram and say that they don't go over the 35.5, but they'll be close to it. I still think they're competitive every night. It's just winning games is hard. Winning games in the NBA is really hard. And the West is stacked, so I'm going to say they win 32 to 33 games. So I'm going under, and obviously we're definitely going to smash the over on the King. Come on, y'all. They going to win more than 45 games this year. Barring some catastrophe of a bunch of injuries, they're going to win more than 45 games this year. I believe they win 50 games this year at least. At least. Let's talk about Sabonis real fast. 22 points, 12 rebounds. What a game. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. 8 of 14 from the field. 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. 22 and 12. That gets the job done. 2 blocks as well. That gets the job done. And then he had a couple other shots where he altered. He's not a quote-unquote shot blocker. He's not JaVale McGee. He's not Walker Kessler. But damn it, he's a solid defender for where he's at. I know I saw the comments from what's his name, from The Ringer, and everybody was really mad at it, but that's his opinion. There are some concerns if Sabonis continues to play like that in the playoffs. That's a fair criticism. Like, he didn't play that well offensively. His jump shot looks suspect, but I know he's continued to work on that shot. He's working with Lethal Shooter and other people. I'm okay with that. Like, now he knows what to expect on how teams are going to play him in the playoffs. He needs to finish the year healthy. We know he's a player that's very physical, that gets injured, in the sense that when you play that physical, you're going to get bruises. We know this, right? So can he find a way to stay healthy? Can the Kings preserve him a lot more this season? Now they have a guy like JaVale McGee who can protect the rim, right? They have Alex Len backing him up, and then Trey Lyles didn't play tonight, so you're gonna see a lot of Trey Lyles at the 5 as well. That's just what it's gonna be. So, and it's just gonna depend on the matchup. It truly is gonna depend on the matchup tonight. They played a very big team, so McGee got his number called, and he played exceptionally well, right? JaVale McGee, the physicality was there tonight. The Jazz were beat up a little bit. I feel like the Kings were playing through their offense, looking up shots, and did not feel that way. You see, Sasha will be a valuable asset once he figures out his role and understands the NBA game a little bit better. This is a deeper Kings team. Love the emphasis on defense. Nice. Looney versus McGee Friday night. Let's not repeat what we did in the playoffs. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. The home opener for the Sacramento Kings is Friday. Then they got the Lakers on Sunday. That's the one that I'm excited for because there's a lot of Laker fans that talk a lot of shit on the platform on Instagram. So, we're always going back and forth. It's all fun and games at the end of the day. We all love sports. It's gonna be a nice battle. It's fun that both the Warriors, Lakers, and Kings are all good now, and all these games mean that much more, and it makes this Pacific Division rivalry that much better. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the Pacific Division. It's a good thing for the NBA, and it's just a good thing for basketball. So good stuff there. Obviously, this episode of the CK Podcast Postgame Show is presented by Medici Sacramento, right across the Golden One Center, the best pizza in Sacramento. You guys already know. I would never send you guys to a place that I myself would not take my son or my wife to. We all know that Medici Sacramento is the best pizza in Sacramento. No questions asked. Neapolitan style, baked at 900 degrees. The real deal. Shout out to my guy Danny, man. Medici Sacramento, best pizza in Sacramento, right across the Golden One Center. Great place before and after every Kings game for food and drinks. Make sure you guys check them out. Light the beam. Fox, yes. So let's move on to the breaking news. Let's get a little bum. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. Breaking news: the Sacramento Kings All-Star guard De'Aaron Fox is finalizing an endorsement deal with the Curry brand, becoming the first NBA player to sign with Stephen Curry's signature line at Under Armour. Sources tell Shams Stephen Curry launched signature standalone venture with Under Armour in 2020, and now the Curry brand lands one of the league's top point guards in De'Aaron Fox as its first endorsement contract signing. Keywords here: lands one of the league's top point guards. That's right. The respect is there. We actually had his agent in the building sitting right next to Dwayne Wade today. That was cool to watch. Lots of comments here from a lot of people, right? Still waiting on the DF1s. Is he getting the signature shoe? Obviously, nobody knows yet all the details. I'm assuming he should probably get his own signature shoe. To me, he's a signature athlete. He's that good. Someone said gross. Got to get me some Fox ones. Nice. Under Armour makes garbage shoes, but good for Foxy. That's a lie. They don't make garbage shoes. The Curry line is very strong. It's a good line. It's not the best looking shoe in terms of aesthetics, but it's a very good performer. 100%. It's a very good performer. And someone brought that up, right? In terms of design, Under Armour definitely needs a better design team. In terms of comfort, they are sometimes better than Nike in that department. I would say that their traction is top tier. Like that Curry line, like those Currys are elite with their traction. Obviously, for me, I love leaning. I love the ways of Wade. I just order myself. I'm hoping to get in within the next week or so. The All City V2s, the All City 11s V2s from Leaning, Way of Wade. So Dwayne Wade, it's the same thing with Leaning, right? Where he has his own quote unquote department. I guess the best way of doing it, or the best analogy, is Nike and Jordan. Some like to confuse or say that it's the same thing. It's very similar, right? They're being made. I guess they have their own signature technologies. Same with Under Armour and the Currys. It's under Armour. It's under the umbrella of Under Armour, just like it's under the umbrella of Nike, just like it's under the umbrella of Leaning and Anta and all these other basketball brands. So I'm not surprised or shocked that he elected to go with Under Armour / the Curry brand. He's been wearing those Curry ankle braces for a long time, ever since he got injured. So it makes a lot of sense, honestly. That's dope from my boy Fabe. Can't wait. Eo Curry after last year. Yes, this is real. Yes, this is real. Let's find out if we had any sound bites real fast. Okay, so We
Top
do.
of the hill with Golden State. What do you feel like this young core of the Kings learned from the playoff experience last year in the first round versus the Warriors?
Just how much we have to execute. I think when you look at tonight, obviously, this team is a high-scoring team. So from last season, so we just want to come out, set the tone defensively, run on offense, and just play our style of basketball.
Coach Brown has been talking about physicality and the way that you guys need to play defense all off season, all preseason long. How do you think you guys did this first game?
Well, we did all right. I mean, never want to give up 114. Defensively we could have been better, but I thought for the most part we did a good job of just making sure that they felt us on the defensive end. Rebounding can obviously be better, but getting a win the first game is always big.
Now, HB, when you come out and drop 30-plus in the opening night, we're going to need this every night now. You still got it in the tank?
Absolutely. I just rely on my teammates to give me the ball, and I'll try to do the rest.
There you go.
Okay, HB got a lot of confidence right now. You got to love it. You got to love HB's confidence. You got to love that, man. He ain't dropping 30 every night, but like I said, he has a gel-free card for the next 2 games if he doesn't play well. If he doesn't play well, he has a gel-free card. I forgot who said it, but yes, Derek get back to another back soon. McGee was nice. Felt good to have a guy who can block shots and offer the impacts. Yes, I like that. Yes, Sasha's a ball player. He can shoot that rock. Those words I have never heard before. The Jazz are awful, but good job, Bags. We're here. Not going to lie, I think McGee's going to keep Davion on the bench some more often. King no longer need to rely on Davion to stop penetration. Kings just need lesser defenders who can score the funnel. Man. I disagree with that. I don't like that type of defensive scheme. I really don't. I don't think Mike does either, if I'm being honest with you. I think penetration is everything in the NBA, and that's what determines a good team. We saw the Raptors do that a lot. We've seen the Bucks do that a lot, right? Where you funnel him to either Giannis or to Brook. But McGee doesn't play that much to be that type of guy. Now, if McGee was your starting center, then maybe. But no, that can't be your defensive system. Like, there's just no way. There's just no way. Absolutely not. Have they not posted anything yet? I'm trying to see if they posted the highlights yet. They have not. That is crazy. Let me know if there's somebody else that we can watch the highlights from. But yeah, absolutely not. I personally would hate that. Like, just funneling him to McGee. Like, no. That's not how I would prefer to play defense. Kings basketball is back. Light the beam, baby. Jeremy, I'm sitting at Sutter's Landing looking like I'm looking at the beam. That's awesome. So I've heard that it's a lot stronger this year. The Jazz may not win a game this year. Stop it. They're going to win over 30 games, bro. Can't believe they wasted their cap space on the Collins trade. He doesn't do anything for them. Playing the 3, 100%. Salute. Are we too deep to win less than 45? Come on now. Jazz going to be 9th, 11th seed this year. Yeah, Mitchell isn't a threat offensively, and teams look to make him a scorer when he's on the floor. Yeah, I mean, those are things that you got. Those are things on the scouting report. You have to make him a scorer, right? Someone mentioned Bagley. Let's go, Bags. Bagley mid. Let me let me get. Dude, I don't care about the shoe brand. I'm a size 14. Just get me shoes. Stuff for sick and tired of stupid shoe stores going up size 11 or 12. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. But yes. Let's continue to talk about this game. and what we observed today. De'Aaron Fox, which we really haven't talked about yet, 6 of 18 from the field, 18 points. So not a great offensive performance. 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. He struggled from there. But what he does is he just opens it up for everybody else. He's a massive reason why HB is open the way he is. His dribble penetration is elite. He's a great playmaker. The definition of a playmaker, and I've said this before, it's not just you passing the ball and having the assist, right? Like, that's not what playmaking is. It's the hockey assist. It's the guy that breaks down the defense to then have that second pass, right? The hockey assist go to the open guy. And this team is really unselfish. Everybody plays for one another. And De'Aaron Fox, the head of the snake, he's just such a good player, man. And it's not like he doesn't get assists, but if he was more of a Luka, if he was more of a guy that pounds the ball, he would 100% get 10 assists a game, 100%. But that's not how this offense is ran. This offense is a free-flowing offense where everybody gets to touch the ball and everybody's happy. So he was still a plus 14 for the game. He had very good moments defensively. He set the tone defensively with his physicality. So 18 points on 18 shots isn't a great game, but it's a very good game, and you win and you put up 130 points, right? Like HB said, 114 isn't great, but at the same time, you kind of let up at the end. So if we're being honest and objective, the starters would have allowed a little bit less, and it would have looked a little bit better. But the reality is you get the W, you move on, and you get ready for the Warriors, who are coming off a loss against the Phoenix Suns. So let's talk about them in a little bit as well. De'Aaron Fox again, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 18 points, 6 assists. When HB gets 33 points, that's going to get the job done. That's just the way it is, man. So we've really touched on everybody. I guess we touched a little bit on Keegan in the beginning. So Keegan had 15 points, right? 5 of 13, 4 of 9, 8 rebounds. He's doing other things that Mike asked him to do last year, right? If you're not shooting the ball well, what other things? How else can you impact the game? And we see how he can impact the game. He's a big dude. He got 8 rebounds. That is exceptional. He got 2 blocks, which is huge. He's finishing out those possessions. That's what you need your 6'8", 6'9", small/power forward to be doing. So shout out to Keegan Murray, man. Like I said, holy cow. The box score doesn't do justice of what we saw tonight from him. We saw a very confident, a very different player from last year. And it's only going to benefit the Kings in the long run. It's going to benefit them this year as well. Keegan Murray's a real deal, man. I did not think he'd be this good this fast. He is legit. So shout out to Keegan Murray, man. 15 points tonight. Exceptional game. Even if the box score may not translate that way, he had an exceptional game. He really did. Yeah, and we've touched on everybody. Malik Monk, 10 points, 7 assists. Again, that's more of a guy that's going to hold the ball a little bit more with that second unit and try and facilitate himself. He's going to play a lot in the pick and roll, and he's very good at it. His no-look passes are very good. So, yeah. Let's take some calls real fast. I'm going to put the link in the comments so you guys can go ahead and click that, and we will get you on the screen. Let's get you guys on the screen. Make sure you guys slap the like button, man. Come on, we should have at least 30 likes by now. What a night. I can't wait for Friday, but I really can't wait for Sunday. Sunday is the game that I'm looking forward to because, no show second half Anthony Davis. That boy didn't score a single point. Sabonis, man. Guy's a dog. 22 and 12. That's just what he does, man. I'm expecting a 2020 performance on Sunday, if I'm being honest. So let's see what happens there, man. You guys can go ahead and click that link there to join the live conversation. Leo, this game was a blowout. Not too interesting in the second half. Waiting for the Warriors and Lakers. Yeah, man, I am too, man. I am too. I'm not gonna lie. That -1.5 was a little bit deceptive, and it was kind of scary, just in the sense that anything can happen in a season opener for most of these teams. You know, we had a lot of favorites almost lose today with the Celtics barely coming out of it with the win. We had the Cavs barely get through, right? The Hawks lost though. The Pacers just destroyed the Wizards. And the two locks, I mean, in theory, was just the Pacers and the Kings tonight. But for me, I didn't touch this game today just because I know the Kings are a superior team to the Jazz, but on the road, first game with, Mike Brown kind of being worried on how the team ended practice, and I feel, now it almost feels like he put that out there to send the team a message, and they executed. So or was that even true? You know what I mean? It had me confused because when you're only just a point favorite, when you're a better team, those lines seem to always go against you when you do bet it. It's almost like, oh, it's too good to be true type of thing. Like, yes, the Kings are better than the Utah Jazz, but why would they only lay 1.5? So all you got to do is win by 2 points, and obviously they destroyed them. So very interesting line from the casino tonight. Vegas is Vegas. There's a reason why there's so many lights. They don't really lose, and they don't really give out freebies like this. So if y'all did hit the Kings, good for you. Good for you. Let's see if they uploaded some of this footage. And they have not uploaded any of this footage, huh? Let's type in Kings versus Jazz highlights. Here they are. Here they are. Here they are. NBA.com to the rescue. NBA.com to the rescue. Let's show some of these things real quick. Give me a sec. Let me get Tyson in real fast. Are we going to watch some of this right now? Let me put Tyson in real fast. What's up, Ty?
What's up? What's up?
We're about to watch a little bit of the film, but give me your thoughts on tonight's game.
I was hyped, bro. I mean, just about everybody pitched in. Got All-Star Harrison tonight.
Yeah.
Us hitting 23s, I think. I mean, that was... Everybody chipped in. It was a great team win.
It really was a good win. What was your biggest takeaway, though?
Shoot, it's tough to just pick one, honestly. But I thought, even though the Kings, I don't know how many free throws the Jazz took, but it took 31. I thought the Kings were at least more physical defensively instead of just... They had a couple like backdoor cuts, but I thought their takeaway was honestly them just being more physical. Like there weren't as many just straight line drives, but more physical means more fouls, according.
Right.
But
I mean, this move right here from De'Aaron Fox, just up and under, just gross. I mean, it's just the patience, the elegance. He has matured so much as a basketball player. The game is really slowed down. We're playing in De'Aaron Fox's world, right? And it's just beautiful to watch. So, like I said, the box score may not translate into a great game, but if you watch the game, you see how impactful he is without having to score 25 points.
Right. He didn't even need to. I mean, he didn't even really need to hit the gas tonight. I mean, I thought his defense, though, was elite. I mean, if he's only going to get 18 points, but he plays this type of defense, I mean, that's winning.
And that's all we all care about right now.
Exactly.
Individual accolades are awesome, but the reality is both of those guys, Sabonis and Fox, if they win 50 plus, they're going to get their accolades because GMs and coaches recognize winning. And even hypothetically, say he averages 18 points a game, but he's this good defensively. He's averaging 18-6, and the Kings are a top 3 seed. He still makes the All-Star game.
Right. Stats are going to come. I mean, he could easily get 30 a night if he wanted.
I was gross, too. Sabonis in transition, spin. Oh, my God, Kessler Walker bid.
He needs to do that spin move more often because that is every time. Because guys think he's going to go left every time, spin back right.
And if they do start to cheat, then you just go to your strong hand, right?
Then you just pump fake, step through.
That's it. He actually hurt Kessler on that one because his hand got stuck. Obviously some good stuff there. THT there, right? Let's see this. Let's see this ball moving here. So we see the give and go from Fox and Sabonis. Little split cut action here, little down screen action to Keegan. And I still don't understand, again, and I was talking about this, why the fudge would you go under the screen? Like it makes no sense. Like, do you not read the scouting report? I mean, you have to go over.
Will Hardy was like grabbing his hair there. Like, why are we going under? Like, that's not a fluke what he did last year, buddy.
No, it's not a fluke. And if you just look at his mechanics, you would know it's just not a fluke. Great execution by the Kings, right? He once again Sabonis initiating the offense. Fox with the live dribble. It's just so pretty. Like, how do you stop this if you're a team?
Great screen. Like, Sabonis just sets such good screens. I mean, gonna get you wide open. Look at that. I mean, Taylor Horton, it's a 2-on-1 going to the rim now. Like,
I mean,
Olynyk is in no.
Right. This is just what Fox wants to do. He wants to pull up that little midi that he has. Great stuff there by De'Aaron Fox. Again, as I was saying earlier, I do retract on the Jazz winning over 35 games just because their guard play isn't that strong. And if your best guard is Jordan Clarkson, I think that's an issue because I feel like if Malik Monk was on this team, he would have the exact same role, and he might even thrive even more, if I'm being completely honest. I think Malik and him are both microwave scorers coming off your bench, and in this situation, they need somebody to be the man, I guess, from the guard position, and that's what Jordan does. But in his best role to be maximized, to me, is still coming off the bench.
Right, and I think they're hoping big things from the rookie they drafted, George.
Yeah. He's nice. I mean, like, he had moments.
Yeah. He's a bigger guard. I think they're hoping he turns into that guard for them. But, yeah. I mean,
Davion breaking down the defense. Great, not a good pass.
That's got to be a bounce pass there.
100%.
And he did it late game.
Yeah. Malik Monk looking up. This is just terrible defense. I mean, look how open.
Yeah. They tried to go zone and they got destroyed within one pass.
I mean, just look at that. It literally, like, why are you so late? I mean, look where everybody's standing. Like, why? Right? It just makes it super easy for a guy like HB who already has it going on at this point. Easy little bank shot there. A little running floater there. We got another straight line drive and one. He's too strong. He's too physical. Like I was actually listening to the Utah Jazz commentary group, and they were saying, like, obviously for any player, if you leave him wide open, once you get the confidence going, it's going to be hard to stop.
I say that all the time. It doesn't matter if you average 2 points a game. Like, that player sees 2 or 3 go in. Now he's shooting into a hula hoop.
I mean, look at this. Like, he's wide open.
Hey, now he's on fire. He's on fire at this point.
It's like, Hardy is like, damn, like, what do I do? It's already too late.
Let Harrison Barnes get hot.
So good stuff there. Again, love Fox, right? He may not get credit for this assist, but he's always looking. He's always looking. Both he and Sabonis are always looking ahead. They're always looking ahead. And then you got Jesus Christ. I mean, this guy's so athletic.
That's an and one.
Yeah. I don't want to see that. Once again, the Kings pushing the pace. Even after a made basket, they're pushing the pace. Great hammer screen from JaVale McGee. Once again, now you got both guys going 2-on-1. And you get this result, right? Which is, again, they should have had, like he sold. He sold on that one. But then we get to see, right? But then we get to see what I've been saying to you and everybody else is like Chris can score on all three levels. Like rookie Chris Duarte was doing this in the sleep when he was healthy, and if he get this, he's gonna start for you. I mean, there's just no way of us.
I can't believe the Pacers gave up on him for a second-round pick. Like that is like that's.
But to be fair, they got two guys over there, right? And Buddy.
I mean,
and
they have guards that replaced him, but like that's great value though. I mean,
100%.
You're gonna get a second-round pick for that.
100%. So great stuff there. Great scouting by Monty and Wes. Let's see. Here we go. You know, again, John Collins, not a big fan of him, but
that nasty lob.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Jesus. I mean, just see where this started, right? Another hammer screen up top. Great screen. All Malik and Fox need is to for them to have you on their hip. And once you're there, like the defender has to step up. If not, it's an easy layup or an easy floater. And now when you have a true lob threat like this, just throw it up.
He's so long. Like
it's really unfair.
Like Malika, I mean, JaVale has a 7'5" wingspan. Like he's ridiculous.
It's crazy. And he's athletic on top of that. Right. I know people were talking about Davion once again. Didn't have a great game. And I kind of want to pick your thoughts on what Charlie said about funneling somebody to JaVale, which, again, for me, it's not for me. I don't love those principles just because he's not your starting center. And I don't want him playing over 15 minutes a night anyway. So you have to be physical. Like you cannot allow somebody just to destroy you off the perimeter.
No, and it doesn't make sense because Davion doesn't get blown by often. So why would he funnel when he
Great pass. Great pass. And that's hard. That's hard for me to admit. That's a great pass from Davion.
He had 4 assists tonight. All 4 of them were really good.
I mean, this is what you want from him.
John Collins got caught ball watching.
Right. So good stuff there from Davion. It's the little things. He doesn't always have to score because if he's doing that, I'm A-okay with that. Holy cow, that was gross.
Harrison. Oof.
Again, who was ball watching?
Collins.
Oh, God. Jeez. My boy went back 10 years.
And if you're going to play zone, Harrison knows how to cut. So
Harrison let it cut. Duarte let it cut. Kevin sometimes knows how to cut. But look at Chris's face, bro. He's like, damn, like that fool really just clicked 10 years ago. He went back. Once again. Like,
oh, and then he's gonna hit the reverse. Oh my Lord.
That's probably one of the best moves like in the NBA. Like that
he does that often.
So often. And like I'm trying to learn this move because that nasty third or the 2.5 step is it's just like okay. One. It's 2 steps, but it's like
it's the up fake too. He up fakes it so hard. And
he like starts here though. It's like
look at this up fake to the right and then up and under.
Yeah, like it's just crazy. You know, it just creates so much space for him. It's just bad defense too, but
Yeah, I mean you can't let Harrison just run down the floor and get it.
what a block. What a block. Met him. And then bam bam. And one. That was a foul. But again, defense to offense. What a lovely thing to see, man. Jordan Clarkson doing his best Fox impersonation. He traveled.
That's a travel.
He traveled. Let's be honest.
Obvious travel.
He absolutely traveled. That's hilarious. Jesus. These Nike commercials, man. I guess Nike's selling weights now. And like everything from the gym, which is the first time ever in their history. Sabonis, great chase rebound there.
Right.
That's just on Sabonis, like
that's just unlucky.
We always talk about the 50-50 ball.
You have to get it. You just have to get it.
You have to get it, and the Kings didn't go for many last year. At least we see Keegan put the effort in to like try and get it. Great move there by the young bull. Again, guard play I'm not very impressed with Utah. Again, like why? Like
it's bad zone defense.
Why is he so open?
I think they're playing a 2-3 and
they are, but they're just so shifted to the right. Makes no sense.
Like, why is he that open? He's already hit like 5 of those.
Just crazy. Just crazy. It makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely none. No. Let me see. Obviously nothing there. Now we're going the opposite way. Who was that? Okay, so Foxy here.
Mid-range
assassin. Bang, bang. I mean, that's just a shot, right? Clarkson. How do you feel about the big man being on the corner? Like, I don't... Is that Kessler? 24?
Yeah, and it should be Collins.
Like, why the hell? I mean...
Look at where Collins is at. Like, why are you at the top of the key?
And to me, this is just a bad read from Kessler because if you would have just had a nice little pick and roll, right?
He could have cut off that weak side.
Like look at if he just gives it back to Jordan, we both know Kevin doesn't get through that screen, and now you're rolling at all, and now it's an easy dunk. Like, just it's just weird to like watch them play. Like, I know there's some new pieces, but I just don't see them winning 36 games this year. So I kind of just gave them too much credit before the game. But I don't know, man. I think defensively they'll be fine, but offensively they're gonna struggle.
I'm telling you, that Collins fit is awful.
I mean that was the first thing I said. It was just terrible.
And people were like, "Oh, they got him for 3 second-round picks." They got him for 3 second-round picks
and
because he makes
$25 million.
exactly. Like, you were competing against nobody.
Against nobody. Did Kevin even score that? He did score that.
That's a great screen. Great screen.
Here we go. Again,
Kings
basketball. So a nice back pick here from Kevin Huerter to create the confusion on the defense, right? And then you have that pop up here from Sabonis. Just great king. I mean, this is what we saw all last year.
That is just that's how you're number one in offense, right there.
Exactly. It's just unselfish basketball. De'Aaron Fox being very patient, reading the defense, one-on-one, barbecue chicken. Just great stuff there from Sabonis. Now the Kings are in transition. The Kings got to do a better job overall, but nice recovery there. Just a little bit unlucky there.
That just can't. Kevin made me so mad when I saw that.
That's on Kevin, right? Let me see.
Like he's looking at ball watching.
So he's ball watching. He has no idea where Jordan is. He just cuts by him.
And Sabonis can't help there because his man's in the corner.
Yeah, that's tough. Look at Mike Brown at
He's
this
like,
point. He's like scratching his head.
Bro,
And we've gone over this,
you cannot get backdoor cut.
Nice screen. What do you do with him, It's
And one.
He's just so fast. Like, even someone like as a young bull, like young bull's a good defender.
But once he gets you on your hip, like you said, it's game over.
Yeah, like all he needs is like the little ghost screen there by just to create a little bit of space, and now you're gone. Like look at Fox, he's already ahead of you, and you have a guy cheating, but like it's just unfair, man, how fast this guy is.
Yeah, him and Malik are just freak athletes. It's ridiculous.
I'm trying to see that dunk.
Yeah, it's at the end here.
Swing, Sasha.
This is good hustle, Sasha. And JaVale with an unselfish pass. Like, Malik's not missing that.
Yeah.
Oh, JaVale with the little...
Oh, my God, JaVale with the Kareem.
Kareem skyhook.
Holy cow.
9-1-1.
You know he'd be working on this, though, right? Like, he legit works on this.
He's good at that. He's good at these
shit. Yo, that's touch, though. Like,
that's 7'6" wingspan, bro. Like,
give him credit. That is some touch.
Like,
for
you ain't
sure.
blocking that.
He's laughing like the whole way. Here we go. Is this the one? Yeah. Swipe. Oh.
I can't believe he passed this. I just can't believe he passed it.
I mean,
oh my! Hey, guess what I saw on SportsCenter earlier?
Was it number one?
Yep. Scott Van Pelt played it. First thing he saw.
Oh my goodness! I mean, jeez,
that
Louise.
is just gross. I imagine if he threw it off the backboard. Like,
that's that's what I thought he did. Like the very first, and then when I watched replay, I'm like, oh, he didn't do it off the backboard. But
because Fox had easy layup here and he passes it back.
I mean, look at where he takes off from though. It's like it's like he got on like a trampoline or something.
Not a mani, not a petty, but a facial, bro.
Holy cow, that is good. Who said that? Who said that? Mark did?
I've heard that one a long time.
Oh my, that's a great one. Let's end it there. Let's end it on a good note again. The Kings played magnificent today. It was so much fun to watch them play. It's 9:43. Damn. Is it too late to go to Fulton?
It's too late. Tomorrow, though.
Damn, it is too late to go. Well, it might be too late. It might be too late, man. What a game, though. Again, we'll start to preview the game for the Warriors. What I saw from today, I didn't bet, bro. I'll be honest with you. I just saw too many like crazy things where it would have stressed me out because again, like those favorites kind of came back and won, but the Hawks just disappointed everybody. I feel like because people had the Hawks.
Destroyed. The Bulls got destroyed.
The Celtics barely slid through, right? The Cavs barely came back.
The Celtics blew a 15-point lead almost.
Right.
The Magic just killed the Rockets.
Absolutely killed. That was crazy. That's the game that I was watching, actually. I was like, I was so impressed by them.
145 on the Hornets.
That was insane. No, on the Wizards.
I mean, Wizards.
Yeah, because the Hornets ended up winning the game. The Hornets are like the who are they? Like the gel Hornets. I feel like everybody is just like somehow gets in trouble or gets in some type of drama. I was not expecting them to win that game. I expected more from Ice Trey. He had this entire offseason with his podcast talking about, I worked on this and that. But no.
1 for 10 from 3. That's all I gotta say for that.
Jesus. Trey?
Yes.
Holy cow.
It's funny because on Prize Picks, I bet on a prop. It was Trae Young and LaMelo combined threes made 6. They'd have to get. LaMelo goes 4 for 10. Trae goes 1 for 10, and they get 5.
That had to be it. You know what I mean? Like those are the lines, which is why I didn't bet the Kings. I'm like, it's just too good to be true.
Like the volume was there. Like they took a combined 22 threes and only made 4.
That's insane.
And Trae goes 1 for 10. Like that's never.
You bet that?
Yeah, I bet that they were gonna hit a combined 6 threes. And
yeah, I mean 4. That's an obvious over, but they didn't. Exactly. That's 100% obvious over. And again,
like you think Trae's gonna miss that many threes again?
No, and that's why I hate betting on opening night, because we see so much dumbness that we're not gonna see 2 weeks from now. Like,
right?
Again, 1.5 is just too good to be true. I'm like, yeah, the Kings are so much better than the Jazz, but I'm like, damn, 1.5. I saw
everyone was taking the Jazz from what I saw.
So I
was like, okay, I thought it was going to be like a shootout back and forth. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think the Kings were going to win by 17.
I didn't either. I did not see this happen, especially the way they ended practice. Exactly. So that's why I'm like, do I want to sweat the first night? Because I'm very confident that they'll win Friday and Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm gonna wait for Friday and Sunday, but then I'm like, oh shit, like I didn't really touch them today, and I didn't touch anybody. I was more confident in yesterday's game where I had more time to think about what could transpire. Typically championship teams, when it's a ring ceremony, they have a huge letdown. I didn't see that from the Nuggets, so I bet the Nuggets. And I didn't see it from the Suns, who, again, I like the Warriors, but I do think they're done in terms of a championship contender. They're still a playoff team to me, but the Suns are like so much better than they are, even without Bradley being there. So
I mean, the Suns had some guys step up big time. I mean,
Kogi was playing out of his mind.
Kogi was getting out there looking like Josh Hart. I mean,
hey, facts. That's exactly what I thought it was.
Every rebound that Kogi got, I mean, that dude was flying all over the place.
Yes. Brian Henry, I'm new here. Been looking for some more Kings channels. What the name of the channel is? Basketball Zone. Why not just Kings Zone? Because we cover more than just the Kings on this channel, brother. Like you said, like right now we're talking NBA. Obviously, we love the league. We pay attention to everybody in the league. And obviously, yes, it's Kings Central. Like 85% of the time we'll talk Kings, but we love to talk sports gambling. We love to talk the NBA. So occasionally you're gonna get film sessions from other teams as well. I personally have a love for Scotty Barnes and the Raptors. They won today. I watched a little bit of the first. I watched a little bit of the second. Obviously, I could not watch the second and the third because I was watching the Kings game. But they won, and they beat the Wolves. Did you really?
Yeah.
It was minus 2.5 or minus 1.5?
I bet the money line. I think it was minus 130 or something. No, actually, it was minus 115. It was 115.
That's smart.
Pick them.
Yeah, like why not even why even risk 1.5? Just at that point, just go with the money line.
I was really confident once I saw McDaniels was out, because I mean, you take away McDaniels from the Timberwolves,
but his brother played
on the Raptors.
Yeah.
But the one on the Timberwolves who just got paid is a significant impact.
Yeah, like he got paid a lot of money though.
28 a year.
That's fucking ridiculous.
So what do you think OG's going to get? Or at least that.
Probably 30. I mean, if this dude got 28.
OG's better than him offensively.
Yep. And he's better than and he's a better defender.
I mean, yeah, I think all these players, especially those two, are hoping to take that Mikal Bridges leap on offense.
So Scotty Barnes today, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 of 16, 37 minutes. I love the fact that coach is, putting the faith in him to
5 blocks.
Damn. Did he really?
That's my fantasy player right there. 5 blocks.
5 blocks. Did you end up drafting him?
I drafted him, bro, high too, like 3rd round.
Holy cow. How many points did he finish with today?
I got to look. But 5 blocks. I think blocks are worth 3 points each. So that's 15.
That's 15 points. Holy cow.
So then you add.
Holy
So
cow.
I can just tell you by looking at his stats. So that's 15.
17 points,
So
8 rebounds, 5 assists. This guy's a monster.
So he got at least 40 plus fantasy points right there.
Holy cow. And that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like people, were talking shit about how the Raptors didn't get him up for an old KD and an old Dame. I'm like, yeah, like why would they?
No,
like
they wanted to pair. Like we're trying to pair those guys with Scotty, not give
right.
up
Like
Scotty.
like if you pair him with Scotty, then I'd be like, okay, but if you're trying to give him up for him, at that point, you have the pressure to like win the chip right away.
Now it's like Kawhi Leonard all over again, and if you don't, you're in trouble.
Kawhi was so much younger though. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And the risk was there. You gave up DeMar, which again, great player.
They're not complaining that they lost Kawhi because they won it that year.
And nobody would. I would give up a DeMar for a championship. You know what I mean?
Like, come on. Like, come on.
Come on.
Like,
I mean, how many championships, realistically, are all these teams going to get? It's always going to be like the Lakers, like the Celtics, like these big teams, right? So, yes.
Kawhi was the best player in the league that year.
Facts. I mean, that motherfucker was so good. And that's the year where the whole low management started, right?
After that, because it was when he got to the Clippers, but Kawhi played his most games that year, and that was the year he hit that ridiculous shot in the playoffs over that bounce.
Right. That was insane. And talking about OG, 20 points tonight, 6 rebounds, +6, great defense, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 of 9 from the 3-point line. I mean, that's the type of player they need. And talking about an OG guy, my guy over here with the Orlando Magic, who we already talked about. They blew the hell out of the Houston Rockets. I
saw that post.
Jonathan Isaac is officially back. I don't know if you remember this. That guy was one of the defensive player of the year candidate.
I remember.
He's good.
That guy.
Like in 14 minutes, 4 of 6, 1 of 3, 4 boards, 11
Great
points.
Mechanics.
Like he's not OG.
Wingspan,
He's not OG, but it's
He's
not going to
taller,
cost you. Like it's not going to cost you OG type of assets, right? So it might be something to actually look at. And the Magic have high hopes this year to make the playoffs. Their team is pretty solid on paper. I love me some Wendell. I love Banchero. I love Franz. I've always liked
Markel's been really good.
Markel and then Suggs. I know people hate on Suggs, but the kid plays elite defense. Like
I mean, he saved his career by playing elite defense pretty much.
Right, he did. And then you got Isaac coming off the bench. I don't love Cole Anthony, but he did have 20 points tonight. He had eight boards. He had 8 boards.
Cole Anthony got $12 million a year.
Yeah, he just got signed, right?
$12 million a year, yeah.
And then over here, the big time free agent, Mr. Fred VanVleet with 14 points. I think he's so bad. I mean, I was watching him play, and I'm like, Şengün deserves better because his passes are so bad.
Cooked him. You're getting cooked by Cole Anthony?
Yeah. Right. Maybe 2 or 3 years.
Why is honestly start a man and just have VanVleet as your 6th man? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I mean Thompson played too, right? He had 21 minutes. He was awful from beyond the arc, though. He was 1 of 7, 8
but
points.
At least he can clamp.
Who?
Man, he's a good ass defender.
Did his brother play today again?
Yeah, he was really good too. And he starts. Man, yeah, he got 5 blocks.
What did you see from the Pistons today? Because that's the game that I thought it was a 20-point blowout, and then they just happened to come back.
And then it was a huge fourth quarter. I didn't really see much. I was watching at the end. I saw the Pistons miss the game winner, but I didn't really see much. I was like, yeah, they were up. They were down like 18.
Okay.
They're
So,
without Boyan too.
oh, they are?
Boyan's out,
And
and
they
I
still
can't
came back?
yeah, and Cade had 20 in this fourth quarter.
Holy cow. So Cade is for real this year. I mean, I thought he would be.
Isaiah Stewart and Duran ate the glass. I mean, they both had 14 boards.
Damn. There's no shooting here, but damn, like
I don't know
Cade.
why Killian Hayes is starting over
Jesus
Ivy.
Christ.
What are we doing?
Why is he start? He was 0 of 6. He only had 3 assists.
He had 4 turnovers.
I mean, he must have played good defense, right? That's the only way I can justify 31 minutes.
Ivy's
right?
only going to get 17. That don't make any sense.
He was
I would
1 of
put
7.
I would put, if Boyan comes back, Asar at the 2, Boyan at the 3, and move Hayes back to the bench. Or, I mean, Ivy's only going to get 17 minutes. That's concerning.
I mean, you kind of have to put Hayes on the bench. That's right. So Boyan would start.
But who was he starting over? He'd start over Asar, probably.
Why would you do that when Hayes is like kind of redundant to like Cade?
That's my point. That's my point. Like, Hayes shouldn't be seeing the floor at all, in my opinion.
So you start Boyan.
You bench Hayes completely. Let Thompson play the 2. And then you let Ivy and Burks eat the guard minutes off the bench.
Damn, Duran had 17 and 14. He's nice, bro.
Stewart had 15 and 14. Like, that's they probably killed them on the glass.
No, he had 17 and 14 today.
I know. Look, I'm talking about Stewart. Stewart right next to him.
Oh, 14 and 14, yeah. That's good for them. And then obviously, Jimmy, that's pretty good. 19-13. His player prop was I know Caesar had asked me. I said just stay away with it, because then he was on the bench with like way under that, and I'm like, see, but then I'm like, if they somehow come back, then he ended up playing. I think he went over, if I'm not mistaken.
13 rebounds. It's crazy.
So let me see. He had it was 34 points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. But
So did he go over that?
Yeah, because he got 13 rebounds.
So 13 plus what?
19 is 20. That's 32, and then plus 4 assists is 36.
Okay, he got it. That was pretty close.
Little sweat, couple rebounds.
Couple rebounds there. And then I do want to check on what did Buddy and Tyrese get today.
Oh, they were cooking.
20 points, 11 assists. Buddy had 14 and 5. That's pretty good. Nembhard's so good, bro. He's such a good player.
12 and 10.
Solid. Bruce Brown, 24 points. Holy cow. 6 of 8 from beyond the arc. What the fuck?
Bruce Brown. And he clamped the shit out of Poole.
Right. And Poole had 18 on 18 shots. Okay.
And was 0 of 8 from 3. Like, because I bet that was another prop I bet on, and Poole goes 0 of 6 from 3. Like,
Kuz had 25. Denny had a good game, 9 points.
He just got paid.
Yeah. Denny did?
Yeah.
What did he get paid?
15, I think.
That's the right number for him. I mean, is it 4-year deal or 3?
Yeah, it was 4. I think it was like 4 years, 60. 15 per.
And then the Blazers. Oh, the Mavericks won. So let's talk real quick about Wemby.
I just watched the end of that. That was crazy.
Was it?
The Spurs had it, but a couple of just awful.
Wemby was 15 and 5.
Wemby almost fouled out. I mean, he had 5 fouls in the third quarter.
Vassell 23 and 5.
Luka though was just too much.
33 and 10 and holy cow, 33, 10, 13. What did Kyrie have? 22 and 6.
The Mavericks bench though was the difference.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway.
Lively.
The center is.
I thought he would start. He was all over the place tonight.
Holy shit, that's the rookie, right?
Yeah, he's crazy athletic.
Did Rashawn didn't play? No, he didn't play.
No, because I thought they would start Lively, and then that's how Rashawn would get minutes. Because
So who did they
Kleba's
start? So they go
they went
Kleba.
Kleba.
And it went Jones. So they're going big wings.
How like I thought Josh Green normally starts, and they put in Jones, which is he didn't even play that much, but Jones is part for his defense on Vassell, but
Oh yeah, he only played 12 minutes. So that was really Green that played the majority of those minutes. He played really
Hardaway.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're a team that's gonna pound the ball and just let Luka and Kyrie do their thing, but they need the others.
Yeah.
They're still a 6 to 8 team to me. Like that's what they are to me. Unless they get like a game changer.
Lively and Williams Grant really help, but their depth.
Damn, 16 and 10, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Bro, he had a crazy putback where he ran from like the 3-point line. It was crazy. He's great because he's a lob threat for Luka. Like,
where'd he go? What number?
9.
Oh shit, he was a high draft pick.
Yep.
Well, that's gonna do it, y'all. Once again, we went over the entire league, went over some film, got some interviews in there, broke down the game. Cavaliers Nets. We didn't talk about that one, but I saw Mitchell hit the game-winning shot there. I mean, that's just what he does, right? Spider doing spider things. He finished with 27 points. Damn, Struss finished with 27 points.
Strus went out there and hit like 8 threes.
Jesus, he did. 7-13.
Which is great because what do Spider and Garland need that they didn't have in the playoffs?
And they got George Niang.
They didn't even have the Fro tonight.
And they didn't even have the starting center.
Yeah, Allen.
How did Ben Simmons do? Damn, he sucked. Never. No, he did. He had 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 points. That's not bad in 23 minutes, honestly.
I mean, I wonder what shots he missed. But look at Cam Thomas, though, on the bench. Like, he played Ben Simmons off the floor.
36 points. Yeah, but he sucks on defense.
I mean, he's Jordan Clarkson.
He probably gave up, like, 27.
The Nets have interesting.
They do.
Like, Dory and O'Neal.
O'Neal.
Those two barely even played. I mean, they got 20 off the bench, but
they have a lot of good players, bro, honestly.
Like, they have wings. They have extra wings.
No one has these wings, so.
Like, they have Smith and O'Neal coming off the bench.
That's deep. All right, y'all. Any final words, bro?
Looking forward to Friday.
Let's do it. All right, y'all. On behalf of the entire CK family, we thank Medici Sacramento. We thank the Basketball Zone community as well. Thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.